Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy. What's going on, people? Welcome to another edition of the Rico Report. Brought to you by you know who's the Buffalo Fanatics. Let's go, folks. Here we are again. News doesn't stop flowing to Buffalo, man. And you'd think because we're not doing so well record wise, we'd wanna be low on the radar. Just be want to focused on doing a fantastic job on trying to win out. No distractions, no nothing, strictly football. And here we are, hit with another situation. Folks, if you guys have been living under a rock, just as the Bills go right into bye week. By the way, salute to everybody tuned in. I went right into the goods. Normally I don't do that. I kind of chatted up with you guys. Salute to you guys. If you guys are tuning in from everywhere across the globe, do me a favor, hit me with the area code as I get into this. We can get this thing rocking. All right. And if you're across seas, wherever you guys are, salute to y'all for tuning in. Anyway, Von Miller in the news, right? And before we can get into why he's in the news, when we would talk about Von Miller, it was about Von Miller coming back from injury, Von Miller not the same Von Miller. When are we going to get the Von Miller that we want? We are overpaying Von Miller. There's a whole lot of commentary on Von Miller before what we're about to get into. So now the Bills are not very good right now. We're 6-6. We're going into the bye week. And here's Von Miller in the news. Von Miller attached to domestic violence to his longtime girlfriend that's got two of his children. And I hate to talk about this because like this, we do this all the time, right? Somebody gets into domestic violence and we go ham at the beginning before we can even get the proper information out. And then when the proper information out, all the slander, it's already out. It's like toothpaste, man. You take the toothpaste, you squeeze the toothpaste out of the toothpaste, you got me talking like I got a lisp. The toothpaste, you know what I'm saying, tub, we squeeze it all out. And now that we're like, oh crap, I squeezed way too much out. I shouldn't have done that. Trying to put that back in the toothpaste tub, you can't do it. And that's what happens, man. It happened 100% to the young kicker that we had, the punter, you know what I'm saying, Matt Ariza. We destroyed that young man. And he's filth, he's this, he's that, until the information came out, and then you find out that he's exonerated. But poor guy, his career is pretty much done. Probably, you just never know. But we jump right into it, and we just lambaste whoever is attached to this domestic violence. Now, however, there's a 911 call that sounds very damning. I'm not gonna lie. Now, if you guys are new to Von Miller and you're not familiar with Von Miller and you're not familiar with Von Miller's, I guess, past and who he's dealing with, not to get into that man's business like that, but it's out there. But this is not the first incident that's happened between him and his lady. And there was something like this that happened maybe, I think, just a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. And it was something not as damning as this news today, but it was something to the nature of like abusive, this, that, and the third, mentally, psychologically. And then it came out that charges were all dropped, and there was no truth to it. So the reports say that this is the second time that this happened with the same individual. So the story, apparently, based on articles from TMZ and so on and so forth, there was some kind of dispute about on a trip. Maybe she was going on a girls' weekend trip. I don't know. There was some kind of trip that had a disagreement about, and to the point where it was so heated that allegedly it got physical. There's abrasions on her hand, abrasions on her neck, and hair missing. I mean, this is all stuff coming from TMZ and WFFA, I believe the other source for this news is. And it sucks because you get the phone call, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you, okay, this is what the phone call. I'll let you hear the phone call for yourself, and you guys can decide like on how you want to process this. I'm always let the things play out the way they're supposed to play out, and then we'll deal with it then. But let me get the audio for you guys so you guys can hear it for yourself. I'm gonna try to make it as clear as possible for you, so you guys can hear it, and you guys be the judge on how to look at this, and then we can talk about it in another sense of like what does the team do. So check this out.
Okay, what's going on?
My boyfriend was choking me, getting me my hair. I have bruises all over me. My hair's out.
You said this is your boyfriend?
Yeah,
Is he black, white, or Hispanic?
he's black.
What's his name?
Von Miller.
Do you need a paramedic?
I don't know. He can't pull my hair out. I have like some blood on me, but not like I don't know.
So short clip, 38 seconds. I mean, it's hard to kind of hear what she's saying, but pretty much it's not, it doesn't look good. It doesn't sound good, doesn't look good. And it's not something that the team needs to deal with right now, bro. And I'm sure that he's probably like, I ain't trying to have this news circulating all over the place, but like, listen, this is what happens, man. When you're a high prominent player, you're someone that everyone knows. There's a responsibility as a man to like, you know what I mean, watch yourself. You know what I mean? Like just to me, just watch how you move. Like as a pro athlete, you have to watch yourself because there's people that are opportunistic. Now, this is, you know what I'm saying, somebody who's been with a long time now, and they got 2 kids and potentially a third on the way. And so now that call came out. So then the warrant for his arrest came in the state of Texas. Excuse me, is it Texas? Yeah, in the state of Texas. If you assault a female that happens to be pregnant and she claims that she's pregnant, all that I have no idea about, but claims that she's pregnant, it's a misdemeanor, a misdemeanor 3. I think that's what they called it. Level 3 or whatever they call it. So that warrants a warrant for your arrest. So then there was a warrant for this man's arrest. So they had to go and arrest his brother, and actually he turned himself in, mugshot and all. It's the word. This is not the time for this, man, and it sucks because like we have our you know what I mean, our disagreements with our ladies, like, but never should it ever turn into anything physical. It shouldn't. And if it, knowing where you're at, especially for these athletes, they're worth millions of dollars, XYZ, shouldn't matter. You don't got to put your hands on anybody, man. It can't get that level 3 felony. Is that what it is? I can't. You guys let me know if I'm wrong or not, if I said that correctly. But anyway, you gotta walk away. Problem is he walked away too late after all the alleged, you know what I'm saying, that physical altercation that happened between the two of them. I guess he left the house after she said I was gonna call the police. But anyway, so she has since, I guess, recanted what she said, which is typical sometimes. I mean, I think Ray Rice's lady tried to do the same thing, but the video was damning as you could. There's nothing you could do. But that being said, though, she's now recanted her statement, and she's saying, "Hey, they pretty much blew this out of proportion. It's not that serious." Or I'm paraphrasing here. It's not that. It's not what it is, and it's really sad, is what we're being told. But like, not quite, man. So the update was that Miller turned himself in, according to WFAA reporter Rebecca Lopez. So he paid a $5,000 bond, and away he goes. Right. So now you're sitting here wondering over what? Like, we got way too many things going on, and this is the things you got to deal with, and it really sucks, right? It really does. According to Dallas Morning Reports, the police allege that the court documented argument which started over upcoming travel plans. So she probably was going somewhere with her girls or whatnot, and he was like, "Yo, I'm on bye week. I want to chill." Like, where you going? Who knows? It could have been like, "Yo, I'm going out with my girls. I gotta do what I gotta do." And then she must have said some stuff so it was hurtful. Who knows? Or he the other way around. You know what I'm saying? And here they are in some nonsense. So he's chasing around the house, or she goes to a room, he goes to follow her in the room, and that's when the altercation starts. Bro, based on what is being said by her statement when she went to the police station, fam, you got to walk away from that situation, bro. Knowing potentially who you are, if you get angry quickly, I don't know. but you got to dip. You got to be out of there. But apparently I mean, I guess when you're in the heat of the moment, that's what happens. Shout out to my man, Jeff King. Jeff King comes in and says, hey, man, I'm a businessman. And not to be, unsympathetic, but if it gets us out of shitty contracts, so be it. The rest falls on him. Make better judgment calls on who you keep your company with. You're not wrong. When it comes from a business standpoint, you got to look at the business, you got to look at the organization, you got to look at everything and find out risk reward. You got to find out, you know what I'm saying? Is this something that I want to continue to tie myself to? Here's the problem. Financially, we are tied to this man for at least the next 2 years because of what we owe. I mean, they can cut him anytime, but we have a huge, massive debt cap of like something like $30 million. And I'm gonna kind of give you guys the goods. It's like $30 million this year, and next year it's another like $15 million or something of that nature. Or I think it's 40 and then 30 and then 15. So financially, it's not a good situation to be in for the Bills. And before they even decide to make that decision, I am not one to just make a decision like this because it looks bad, right? Find out the facts first before you do that, because men lie, women lie. It happens, right? Or they exaggerate, whatever you want to call it. It's just nasty. Now it's out in the public, and now it's there to be consumed by us, right? So when you get into these situations, it's sad, really. Space Audi says a correction. This is a felony, not a misdemeanor. Excuse me, felony level 3. Is that what it was? A felony number 3, especially if you get into a physical altercation with someone that is pregnant, it elevates to a felony 3, which then it's a warrant for your arrest. And he turned himself in, $5,000 bond. He's out again. So now I'm sure there's gonna be court dates. Who knows? Or she comes in and says, I plan not to charge and I'm good to go. This is the problem, man. And I speak to my wife about this all the time. We hear about athletes and celebrities and all that stuff. Like, look, go to Johnny Depp. You had his lady, Amber, whatever her name was, Amber Hearst, I think her name was. She sullied that brother's name. She sullied it. She sullied it terribly. She made him look awful, you know what I'm saying, and made lies on that man. This guy lost millions of dollars, opportunities, and so on and so forth, just to take it to court and find out that everything was a lie. She wasn't being truthful, but it's too late. You know what I'm saying? It's too late. People already make an opinion and you're done. So we are in a society that we jump to conclusions far too quickly. We judge far too harshly. And by the time that, things get out in the open, we turn our back. Oh, well, he'll be fine. And you move on. Like, no, man, you dirtied that man's name. So it's tough to sit here and trash Von Miller and his situation with his lady when right now you really only have one side. Now, it could be true. All those things could have happened, but she's sitting here maybe protecting him, but it's too late. You've already made the phone call. Now his name's in the news yet again. And here we are. So let me look up to tell you what exactly is guaranteed for his contract, because I think it's important that you guys know this. Actually, I'll even share the screen so you guys can see what we're looking at here. So it's important because Von Miller's owed a lot of money, folks. He's owed a lot of money. He's a 6-year. Don't forget, he signed a 6-year, $120 million contract. 6-year, $120 million contract. He's only in year 2 of his contract. Next year will be year 3. He'll be age 35, right? Coming off an ACL injury. I mean, I'll get into all that in just a moment, but I want to kind of break it down. I'm just going to pull up Von Miller's situation here, and I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see what's happening here. Hang tight while I do it. But yeah, man, it's an unfortunate and tough situation to be in. There's no and ifs buts about it. It's unfortunate. So let me share this screen here so you guys can see it. Hold that thought. Let's see here. There's my Chrome tab. Let's see if we can share that thing going. Yeah, but it just really is unfortunate. So let me, while it's loading up here. So right now, if we were to cut him right now, let's just say we say, yo, you're out of here. Dead cap hit of $40,175,000 dead cap. We got to carry that. Okay. Next year, we owe him another 32.5 million. Now, I'm sure there's some things we can collect that are voidable. I saw in the sums of $17 million, but the potential out is in 2025. And when we do have the out in 2025, there's a $15 million dead cap hit, even when we can get out after year 3. So we got to hold on to this brother until he's 35, 36 years of age, right? That's when we can. I mean, the dead cap hit goes from 40 mil to 32 down to 15 when we can get out of it, and then down to 9 mil when he's at age 37. We knew he wasn't going to touch that, go that far anyway to begin with. But that's tough. That is tough, man. I tried to share my screen, but it's not. I don't want it to freeze on me. But that's what you're looking at: 40 mil, 32 mil, and then 15. It's we got to hold on to him financially. Financially, we got to hold on to him. There's no way. There's no. I mean, where about it? Unless Pegula and Brandon Beam feel so strongly about the news that has come out that they're like, yo, we're not taking any chances, and we've got to set the example. If we did the same thing to Matt Ariza, I mean, if we're going to keep it fair, we're going to do the same thing to you. We've got to deal with it differently. Now, the difference in this situation is they knew about Matt Ariza's situation well before it was surfaced to everybody else. So that's on management that they made that decision. This just came out of nowhere, all right? Especially on a bye week. So my man James Mountain, what's up, man? He goes, here's the contract notes. I just spoke about it, but here it is in writing, so you see it. 45 mil guaranteed at signing bonus of plus the 2022-23 salary and 23 roster, 10.7. If we moved on from him, and I think that's what I think it's between 10 17 mil. Nonetheless, money is a big factor here, and the contract that brother signed is huge. Now, if Brandon Bean in a way stuck a clause in there that kind of, you know what I'm saying, that allows him to move out and gain everything back, whole different ballgame. But I don't think that happened. I don't think they anticipated this happening, and here we are in this Von Miller situation. Salute to my man Jeff King once again. Jeff says there is a code of conduct clause throughout the NFL to protect teams exactly from situations like this. If deemed detrimental to the league, they can be released with no financial obligations. Here's the deal. There was another question that was a valuable question that was posed, and it was like, well, what if Goodell's like, hey, we're gonna put him on the exempt list, right? The commissioner's exempt list. Here's what happens. He doesn't play, right? He's suspended, but we're still liable for what is owed to him. He's just not able to play. Not only that, and the benefit is because he's not playing, you're able to add a roster spot. He's not considered part of the roster, so you can add a spot. But financially, team is still liable. So it's tough nonetheless. But there is a code of conduct. You're right, and if it's detrimental enough, and if there's something in that contract that voids it, and I'm sure there's some kind of voids that happen in this contract. But before we even get into the voiding this and voiding that, the truth has to come out first, man. I'm all about truth first. Like, we can just get rid of it because it sounds nasty. Nah, bro, it doesn't work that way, bro. I mean, some places, a lot of places function that way. They don't want to hear about anything. You made my company look bad. You made my name look bad. I got no time for your nonsense. You're gone. You're out of here. There's nothing for us to talk about. Some companies do they do act that way because they don't have time. I'm here to make money, and you're not going to make me look terrible. And you already know, court of public opinion is a nasty mother effer. Nasty. Because once I say that I think you're a piece of garbage, I've already seen it. What a piece of filth. People that don't know this guy from a hole in the wall. What a piece of filth. The amount of fabrication that happens from domestic issues. Listen, I've talked about this at length. You guys have heard me. Look up the name Brian Banks. That'll tell you everything you need to know about. You got to let things play out first before you start, casting your aspersions of all that stuff. It's tough. So now, what does this do to the Bills, though? Okay, look, Von Miller's doing this thing. It's during the bye week, so he's obviously mentally how you're supposed to check out. You're supposed to check out. what I'm saying, mentally check out of the game, gives you time to kind of like, tap back into family life and so on and so forth. So you can come back, for your work week next week, refreshed, revitalized, ready to go. And now you're mentally dealing with this process. You got to go back home. You got to talk to your lady. You got to be like, yo, what the hell was that about? Now there's friction. You know what I'm saying? Now you're reading your name being just dragged through the mud in the media and all that stuff. It's a lot to deal with. There's a lot to deal with if you're a player, right? And that's what Von Miller's got to deal with. Now his teammates got to deal with that, because now it's going to be your Josh Allen's, it's going to be your Stephon Diggses, then it's going to be your Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer, and I'm naming all these players because guess what? Guys like you know what I'm saying, like all the Sal's and so on and so forth. I mean, Sal doesn't seem to be the type of guy to jump into something like that. It would be more of a John Worrell, or you know what I'm saying, the guys that like to get messy. You know what I mean? Messy. You messy bitches. You know what I'm saying? Those guys. So these guys were like, okay, so like, hey, Micah, so how does this affect the team that missed Von Miller having the year that he's been having, recovering, and now this? Like, how does this bring the team together? Does it bring the team together? Or like, they're gonna try to do something, right? Is there a big void in the defensive locker room because of this situation? And like, now you're forcing your teammates to answer these questions, right? And the obviously easy answer is, yo, no comment. I'm moving on. But not all the time you can, because some people are fiery about that, right? So with this whole Von Miller situation, I mean, I don't want to speak on that too long, but long enough that, because the one thing I do want to stress and get that across before we start, you know what I'm saying, throwing rocks and doing all that stuff, yo, there's always two sides, man. There's always two sides. And unfortunately, we've seen situations where the truth never is revealed until the end, and then it's too late, and somebody's career is ruined, destroyed. So sometimes you got to wait till everything comes out before you put your stuff out there. But I will say this though, that phone call didn't sound good. That phone call did not sound good. And so how do you ignore that? You can't. You can't ignore that. How do you ignore something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was like speculation that, no, this person said this and it was a text, well, you don't know the context of the text. Now, this is a phone call. Did you choke? Like, if you can hear it a little bit, like it was pulled my hair, got a little bit, I choked a little bit. And I mean, not to be nasty, but that sounds like a good time. You know what I'm saying? If me and the wife are hanging out, sounds great. But in this situation, not so much. Not so much. So, but yeah, man, it's a nasty situation to be in. But now you've put Pagula, you've put Brandon Bean, and you put Sean McDermott, that's already dealing with some bullshit with his team is 66, and now he's got to deal with Von Miller's nonsense on the side, because it is nonsense, whether it's true or not, but it's out there and it's nonsense that I got to deal with. So until the truth comes out, we got to wait it out and see and what's going on. But I mean, it doesn't look good. Let's keep it a buck here. It doesn't look good. I don't like it, and I don't like it for the team, the distraction and all that stuff. And it's a situation that you just don't want to be part of. But Freddie J, what up, Freddie? Freddie J comes as, yo, quick to judgment, yet the accuser has even come out saying this is all ridiculous. Well, here's the deal. Sometimes when we get in our emotions, and I'm talking about men and women, when we get our emotions and things get heated, we do things in the heat of the moment. That's why that comes in the heat of the moment. We say things that are hurtful, you know what I'm saying, and act and do these acts that you normally not in your character. And when you've had time to think and calm down and be like, dude, what the hell was I thinking? Like, why did I do that? Or why did I say that? Or how did we escalate this to this situation? It's too late. It's already out there. So that's why you want to, you know what I mean? When you as someone that, you know what I'm saying, is a prominent name like Von Miller, you gotta, know that, okay, this is not good, because I already know my wife. If I know my wife is she's a firecracker, there's certain things I'm like, yo, she's about to go off, I'm out of here. But like, do you want to be with something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll speak for wifey upstairs. When she gets heated, she can get, you know what I'm saying, like ready to go. Right. But you with someone that's more calm. I'm a very calm nature person. Now she has become super calm. Right. But like, you got to choose your company. Like my man Jeff King said, choose your company, choose your spouse, choose the people you hang out with, and choose the people you want to be with wisely. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you've seen who his wifey is, I'll let you look up who his wifey is. And this is not the first situation they've ever gotten into. And this is the second time. So, you know what I'm saying? Fool me once, fool me twice. You know what I'm saying? You guys know the rest. You guys know the rest. Let me get another super chat from my man Jeff King, because Jeff King is fired up today. I love it. This may be an unpopular position. Oh, here we go, Jeff King. Point of fact, she made the same allegations in 2021. See, that's my boy. He knows. She made the same allegations in 2021. Right there. As a man, if she lied and put me in that, she's gone. He made this choice. Stupidity. That ain't unpopular. That ain't unpopular. I kind of F with that. You know what I'm saying? If I got with someone that constantly is putting me drama, constantly putting me in bad position, constantly making me look bad, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. We're always in conflict. That's not healthy. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here as I'm a relationship guru here, but it ain't healthy. And right now I'm in the NFL and you fucking with my money. You know what I'm saying? And now advertisers pull out, and this is another thing. You fucking want money. And this is another thing that happens when these situations kind of calm down a little bit. I think the spouse or both of them sit there, and Von Miller, I'm speculating here, so this is not what he said, but Von Miller might come in and say, fam, I had to deal with Nike. I had to deal with X, Y, Z. Now they're about to pull out because of this bullshit. You know, we could have handled this no problem. And now we sitting here, my name is getting killed right now. I'm at the tail end of my career. Like, what are you doing? This is our family here. I got 2 kids with you. Like, effing up the bag, right? So that's one way to look at it. It's one way to look at it. Now, from a female standpoint, because I got to show love to my females too. If you got a dude that's got some anger issues, and the slightest thing, you walking on eggshells, and the slightest thing, it ain't good for you. You need to dip out of that situation too. I don't care how much money that brother got. You know what I'm saying? Letting some man put your hands up on you. You know what I'm saying? We got a problem. We got a problem. But you choose your company. You choose your people. Just never. I have daughters, man. I got 3 daughters, and I got a son. You best believe that I'm always constantly in their ears. Like, yo, these boys be putting even these kids these days, like, you know what I mean, when boys want to flirt, they do these things to be a little extra physical. Nah, we don't play that game, boy. They don't put no hands on you. You never let them put hands on you, and that's what it is. I got a little guy. He's 2 years old. He is going to respect people. Period. You ain't gonna put your hands on nobody, even at a young age. Right now, you teach them now. I mean, you got to teach them now. That's why fathers matter in situations. You know what I mean? Mothers matter. You know what I'm saying? 2-parent household matter. You know what I'm saying? And those things do play a part later on. I don't know these two from a hole in the wall, so I'm not saying that they don't have either one of those, but those things do matter. But you got to choose who your company is wisely. You got to choose who they are wisely, because if you don't, you're in big trouble. You're in big trouble. So we'll go from there. Somebody said read the room. Why is she saying read the room? What's my wifey saying read the room? What's wrong with you? Are you coming down? Because she's supposed to come make her picks. So are you coming down or not? Let's go. Hold on a second. We got some more super chats coming in here. What does wifey talk about? I'm trying to read her chats here. Anyway, so this is the situation that we're in. I got my man Steve Kim. What's up, Steve C? Steve C's she texted a friend saying this was all overblown and it's not serious. I can see Vaughn telling her if she doesn't back down, he's out of all the money and her lifestyle goes down the hill. Money talks. That's a whole, and that's what I was trying to say, right? Once they start to realize, wait a minute now, endorsements start pulling out, you know what I'm saying, that bag, that I mean, this house you living in and all that stuff, and not that he's not going to be set, because he is set. I mean, if generationally he's set. But I mean, when people start pulling out and doing all those things, you may not have that same lifestyle. So there we go. Wifey's I'm sure she's gonna chime in. She's gonna want to chime in on this. So I'd love to get a female perspective. And her and I are pretty aligned in these things. So I think we might be on the same page here. But we'll see. She might come in and talk some junk, and I'll be like, what? And by the way, while you're up there, wifey, can you bring daddy down a drink? You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Freddie J, what up, Freddie? Freddie says, incident. We're fine, she wrote. Things were blown out of context. This is actually outrageous. She called the incident a huge misunderstanding and described it as a verbal disagreement. Well, I'll tell you that much. that phone call didn't sound anything like a huge misunderstanding, right? Because the first incident that they got into this, she called it, oh, they took everything I said. It was all misconstrued. No, it wasn't. You put it out there. So obviously, this is two incidents that you've had with your hubby, with your man. So y'all gotta fix this, man. Y'all gotta fix this. It's just what has to happen. It has to happen. Jeff King. She has 2 kids with Vaughn. She's getting paid either way. She leads me to believe this allegation is true. Listen, and it very well could be, Jeff. It really could, because they do have 2 kids and potentially a third on the way. So no matter what, we know she's taken care of. She's taken care of. I mean, I'm not trying to put my business out there like that, but my sister and I were talking. We have a cousin of ours that is dating somebody in the NBA, right? And things have gotten pretty serious. Not to get into the business of it, but like, you taking care of, and this ain't no scrub. This player ain't no scrub, so you're taking care of. But it's just what it is. It's just what it is. So pick your person wisely, man. You gotta pick your person wisely. My man Rev said, "Yo, her recanting is not uncommon among victims of domestic violence. It's definitely not uncommon. It definitely is not. And unfortunately, these are the times that we're in, because these things go for years. Women have not said anything. They kind of just not a word. So now there's more of them being vocal and speaking out, which is great. You should, especially if you are in a situation that is like that and happening, and there's actual true violence going on in the situation. So yeah, for sure. But it rings really true, man. You got to pick your person wisely. What's up, Laura? Laura comes in, says women smooth things out all the time. They do, don't they? Like, you try to, at least they try to. Maybe I was overreacting. I mean, there's layers to it, so you can never pinpoint it. That's why it's always, whenever it goes public, now you've allowed people to jump into your affair, you and your lady's affair, and now everybody's got something to say. Everybody's got something to say. So they're going to go through it. He's gonna go through it. They're gonna go through it. They're probably going to, you know what I mean, fix things between the two of them. And hopefully this is one of those things that doesn't happen. And here's the thing too, you got 2 sons, my guy. And now this is where as a man, I come in, I got kids. You got 2 sons. I mean, Von Miller's a few years younger than me. I should talk to me. Hey, young buck. Hey, young buck, let me talk to you real quick. I mean, you got 2 young sons that's watching pops. You can't be out here. You know what I mean? Raising your voice, like, yo, that's one thing that we don't do. Like, we get excited in the household, but like 2 of us in front of the kids there's a time and place. There's a time and place. There's one thing that I won't do is make a scene. I'm not a make a scene type of person. And everyone's different. Everyone's different. You deal with things differently. And right now, Vaughn's in a situation that him and his lady have got to figure things out. They got to figure things out. But right now, it's messy. It's absolutely messy. It's a messy situation. So, Wifey's going to come down. She's going to chill. She's going to chime in on that. But I do want to jump into, I'll jump back into Von Miller talk in just a moment. But I do want to jump into the Eagles game that we played not too long ago. And this is the stuff that I hate. Jason Kelce, the center for 2 things I got to talk about. Before I'll get into the Jason Kelce. Jason Kelce is vehemently upset, and he feels as though Jordan Phillips, defensive tackle 97 on our squad, I mean, he should be taken care of. I mean, in a way that he should be fined. He should be disciplined for his jumping of the gun on that tush-push attempt by the Eagles. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you had Jordan Phillips just absolutely blast. I think it was Cam Jurgens or whatnot. And here's the thing. The cameras don't lie, Jason Kelce. Before you open your mouth, before you retire, talking all that junk, you flinched. That was your 3rd flinch of the game. Only 2 of them got caught. But your punk ass flinched. And you flinched. Cam saw it and pounced on it. So in hindsight, you got your man's killed. You got your man's blown up. No, he tried to hurt him. No, you got his ass hurt. Hold your water. That's what they tell the linemen back when I used to play. Hold your water, Hoggies. Hold your water. That starts with you, center. So when you were like, you're sitting there going, and they saw that flinch, they got your ass. And plus, the evidence is there because you got caught twice for flinching. So you got your man's killed. And he jumped his ass. And I'll tell you right now, I bet you Eric Washington probably had some kind of conversation with his D linemen and like, yo, I don't care if y'all take one flag. Take one flag tonight. Before they even jump on that whole tush push, I want you to blast those cats, man. Like all four of you guys, just hit them right off the bat. Teach them a lesson. You know what I'm saying? The tush push, you guys are gonna do this for some time now. We get it, but yo, and I would have loved to see that every last one of them, not just Jordan Phillips. At first, I was kind of like annoyed by it, but then I was like, hold on a second now. I'd love to see that all linemen. I'm talking about Greg Rousseau. You got to turn that down, babe. Greg Rousseau. You know what I'm saying? Ed Oliver, Jordan Phillips, Settle, Epinesa. Like, I'm talking about like, yo, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Every one of us just bum rush these cats. Jordan Phillips got caught for it. But anyway, I bring this up because Kelsey, you should be disciplined. Boy, you should be disciplined yourself by not flinching because that's 3 times you did that game. So shout out to Jordan Phillips for that. I like that he did that. Come to think about it, when I see the footage that's out there, you flinched. 2 shots for flinching. Give him another shot, right? 2 shots. Now, I got to stick on Jordan Phillips and Shaq Lawson because this is the not so great. Now, let me tell you something, by the way, shout out to everybody tuned in right now. We got 284 people tuned in. If you guys do like this temporary setup, smash that like for your boy. I'm trying to, you guys have been hearing me. I've been trying to, I don't like the backdrop anymore, so I got to change it up. So right now I'm going to do it here. I'm standing up. So it gives me a little more energy when you stand up and stuff. So it's good. It's good to see. Wifey's back there. She wants to come join the show. She's gonna do her pick'ems. You gonna do your pick'ems with me? So yeah, man. So let me get back on Jordan Phillip. Rico on the laptop fund. I see you, Space Oddity. Yo, I actually hit up my brother-in-law. And I hit up my brother-in-law. He's a big-time techie guy. And he's like, dude, what are you running off your stuff? And I was like, I'm running off of my Mac. He's like, Mac, you can't. Processors on that are not great for streaming. I was like, bro, I'm not a techie guy, man. Just open a laptop, find the StreamYard, let's go. And he's like, dude, no. You got to look at these. I'm going to send you 3 links. So I'm in the process. Why are you looking at me like that?
Already like just waiting for you. Like, oh, babe, we need a new laptop. And we're like, oh, we do. And how much is this at Christmas time? And you wait till Black Friday was over. If you're getting one, get it now.
You're not going to tell me what to do, first of all. You're not going to tell me what to do. Never. You need to, can you get the, what's in here? There you go. Wife, you got me. Wifey's going to be pour it up. She's going to be pouring me a drink. Anyway, what's that? No, you cannot. Just got to find a way. So I have my it's plugged into the wall. You're gonna have to bring the fridge out a little bit. Hold on, give me a sec, folks. You see what I'm talking about? There you go. You got it. I got it. All right. So anyway, back to Jordan Phillips. So Jordan Phillips, I guess he was being heckled by the fans. Now this is the softness I do not like from Jordan Phillips and his undisciplined ass, because he's undisciplined. All right, you soft like that, bro. Anyway, so Jordan Phillips, I guess, getting chirped by the Eagles fans. So be it. He's getting chirped up left, right, center. And then I guess he walked over to one of the Eagles fans. And then Shaq Lawson, his little homeboy, walked over to his friend, to the fans as well. And they're yapping, they're blah, 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 talking junk. And Shaq Lawson reached over and shoved the player, you idiot, number 1. And both you dummies going into the fans, like, what you doing, man? Your ass is getting beat right now. You're about to lose. Yo, take it like a man and keep it moving. And then both these dudes come out and make a statement, talk about, oh, they've threatened my family. Bitch, you know they didn't threaten your family. Get the fuck out of here. They did not threaten your family. You know what I'm saying? And the worst part is you have fans everywhere that's got their phones out waiting for something like this to happen. And here you go, talk about, oh, they threaten my family, and when you threaten my family, it's crossing the line. Yo, you made up that statement because then when you saw them come over, all the dude was just chirping, or saying, look at the score, whatever the case is. Nobody was talking about no. I mean, based on the footage from the guy right next to the guy that was getting shoved up and pushed up. Fam, Jordan Phillips, I love him because he brings the energy, and I love that about him. And you gotta accept. Where's the pineapple juice? You need pineapple juice. It's upstairs. You have to accept that. I mean, you're gonna get chirped. But you walking over there and no, that's soft to me, man. That's soft. And I get it. He brings the energy, he brings all that, but half the time you injured, bro. Let's keep it a buck. Half the time you injured, and when you are in, you have some moments where you're like, okay, you look like the dominant guy that at 6, I think he's like 6'6", over 300 pounds, and then you got moments where you as soft as Charmin. You on the ground, they're pushing you 3, 6, 7 yards back, like inconsistent play from Jordan Phillips. I mean, I was actually surprised he made the team because I actually anticipated that he was going to get cut this year. I real talk. I thought he was. I really thought he was going to get cut. And he made the squad. I was like, okay, cool. Shaq Lawson was on the bubble. I thought he was going to get cut as well. Made the squad. So these very guys that are on depth, they have their moments, but like your moment can't be outshined with negativity. You saying? Like if you think of right now, if I were to ask you, yo, give me what when I bring up the name, actually I'm gonna do this right now. When I bring up Jordan Phillips, what comes to your mind when you think of Jordan Phillips? What's the first thing that pops into your head about Jordan Phillips, or 2 words that pop into your mind, or moments with Jordan Phillips? Right? For me, I'll tell you right now, when he pumps up the crowd, I'm like, okay, Jordan Phillips, that's what he does. You know what else? Penalties. That's what I think of. Bozo plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, injury prone. There's another one, right? The hype man. I like it. See, this to me, I like it. He's definitely hype man. Hype man is when he's pumped the crowd, I love it. But like, where's the one where I don't hear anybody saying, yo, but when he bent around that corner and he sacked that corner, I don't hear any of that. Like, if I want to hear some of that when I think of Jordan Phillips' name. Yeah, but injury prone is one of them for sure. He's a big old boy, man. And I've spoken to Jordan Phillips. I've had him on the show before. And cool cat. Real talk, super chill. But like, man, we gotta be better. We gotta be better. You know what I'm saying? I love what you did with Jason Kelsey on the field. You know what I'm saying? And you prove a point, and you know what I'm saying? You doing what you're supposed to do. Got it? Let me see if that. Oh yeah. Problematic. Let me tell you, folks. Rum? Spiced rum. What kind of rum was that? Oh, it's pineapple? Spiced rum is spiced rum, ginger ale, and some pineapple. Call that the RPG. The RPG special. Ooh, it'll get you drunk. If you guys know where that's from, you let me know. That's an inside joke with one of my homies. Cause it'll get you drunk. You remember that? If you do, let me know. Anyway, so Jordan Phillips, love the dude because he brings that energy, brings that hype, and he brings, you know what I'm saying, that presence on the squad. But like, fam, undisciplined. You know what I'm saying? My man Rev said it. Undisciplined. You know what I'm saying? And like, we are penalized far too often. Like, we're one of the most, yes, Walter, you mother effer. Walter got it. Cause it'll get you drunk. Yes, Walter, my guy. See? Love it. Somebody said girly drink. Yo, you're getting too excited right now.
You're drinking?
Why are you getting all excited?
Am I not allowed?
What?
It's a Friday night and my kids are in sleep.
But why you're smiling, you're giddy.
Because you never drink and it's gonna be hilarious for me later.
She's so giddy. Your boy got a haircut and she's been all over me today. Every time. When I'm a scrub, when I'm not, cleaned up, walks right by me like she's.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I never walk right by you ever.
Minute I walked into the house.
Okay, bud.
Hey, daddy. Ha Now you want some of this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Roll your eyes.
We have 4 kids, and I'm pretty sure it's not 50.
Roll your eyes. Your boy got cleaned up, and now she's all about it. Huh? Don't play with me. Anyway, I digress. She's like, Richard Ford says she's excited because you drinking.
Yeah, he never does. Like, he's always the type of person that when he is drunk, he's like, "Oh, I'm not drunk.
I'm the response. I'm the responsible one
Yes,
when
that is
we do
accurate.
go out. I'm like, yo, how much you drinking? Chill out, relax. I'm just the guy that likes to be in control. Like when I'm not in control,
That's
I am not in control of like my surroundings and what I'm putting. You know what I'm saying? I need to be like focused because if something pops off, I need to be like there. Not like not out of control, blacked out. Yo, where's Rico at? Oh, he's blacked out on the couch over there, just out of his mind. Nah, man, I need to know what's up. Because if you know what I'm saying, something happens, I need to know where the exit's at. I need to know what's happening. Anyway, let me get back to our regular scheduled program. By the way, smash that like if you appreciate this type of show today. It's a laid back show. It's the bye week. We're talking about things that are popping off right now. Let's get into more news, right? So Jordan Phillips, I'm done with Jordan Phillips. Here's another one. How do you guys feel about the news coming out that there is a 0% chance that McDermott gets fired? Let me tell you something. I do like McDermott. She knows. I'm a fan of McDermott. I'm a fan of people's character. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a piece of filth, I'll read you for the filth that you are. I'll read you for the filth that you are, and I'm done with you. That's been my personality. If I don't F with you, I don't F with you. Like I can see you in the room. McDermott is a character guy for me, and I like him. You know what I'm saying? And like, and his background, what he's about, and like there's something about him that I feel like I rock with that dude. Now I get it. There's some people that do like him a lot, and they're like, but he's just not the guy for the job. I get your opinion on that. But I like the fact that they came out and said there's a 0% chance that he's getting fired. Now, that source, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying it's not a true source, but it's a source nonetheless. But he ain't getting fired. And I know some people don't like that. Laura McDermott, sorry, the McDermott fight. Hold on, let me scroll. Oh, you know how to do it? There you go. Go ahead. Click on that. We got a super chat from my man Jeff King. let me give my man some love. To my man Jeff King. Jeff King says he comes in and gives us a big super chat. Thank you that. First of all, hold on. Let me read the comment from Jeff King. You read the comment. Go ahead. Go ahead. Read it.
Okay. Jenna, always a pleasure, young lady. You as well. Put this towards the laptop fund. Jenna, tell him to get his own damn pineapple juice. P.S. Get him some glasses too. He has glasses. He has 2 pairs of glasses. He never wears them. And I actually love when he wears them, but he doesn't ever. Oh my God, I'm disgusting. I just got out of the gym. I look a hot mess. What am I doing here? Here you go.
Are you done with your foolishness? First of all, Mr. King, Mr. King, when we get our ladies, when we get,
already knows I'm gonna call him later.
when we get married, it's to serve one another. We serve one another. So if I say,
oh, you mean serve your man?
Yeah.
Like you served me.
That's right. So I said, babe, give me the pineapple juice. Yes, sir. Yes, daddy. I'm going to do it. This is what it is. Go ahead and make me a sandwich. She's going to make me a sandwich.
I actually do make amazing sandwiches.
You feel me?
Asian chicken.
So if she says, you know what I'm saying? I need you to do X, Y, Z.
Also do that for me. Because if you did not, I would.
Go put the kids to bed. Go do this. Go. All right. We serve one another.
You make really good food all the time. You put the kids to bed all the time for the most part. Like you are work nights, work days, work all day. So I don't mind getting you pineapple juice.
So if she has to give me pineapple juice, she's going to give me some pineapple juice.
That's true.
Jeff King is probably rolling right now, you jackass. But anyway, the fact of the matter is this. My man McDermott is back. Not that he ever left, but I like that there's a vote of confidence in saying he ain't leaving. And he's staying. And that's how it should be. This year is just one of those times where just it's not it's not clicking. Everything that we do, the Bills do, they've got to work like 3 times as hard for it to like something that's super easy, that should be easy. Like we should be just killing it. But like we're making things so difficult for ourselves, man. Man, oh man. By the way, if you guys haven't seen the JT O'Sullivan podcast, I suggest that you go check that out because he had some really good things. And I had some clips in my phone I really want to play, but I forgot to add it because right before the show, I had to delay the show like 3 times because I was trying to get my other laptop serviced. It's a work laptop. So I was like, yo, something's up. So you guys got to fix it. But he's taking forever. I was like, yo, I can't do this, man. I got to go. So I'm going to have to call him back and do that. But anyway, I bring this up. Let me take a sip here.
I bet Santa's going to bring you a new laptop.
What's that?
She's even laughing in the bathroom. You hear her? Because she knows.
Leo lives? You better knock it off.
You're gonna
So
end up
I
getting
bring
it.
this up. This McDermott not being fired, and it's because now we have an opportunity to just not focus on more storylines. Yo, put that storyline to bed. Now we just got 5 more games. So you mean let's get it going. Dallas Cowboys went toe to toe with Seattle Seahawks. Good game. DK Metcalf he killed me on fantasy, by the way. If you had DK Metcalf on your fantasy, kudos to you. I'm going up against that fool. He's been silent for how long now? Then he goes off. Fix your RBF. You have RBF right now. Completely. Fix that.
Okay.
Fix your RBF.
Just talk what we need to do.
Yeah.
I'm tipsy and I'm not even sitting, so I'm doing pretty good.
We're actually standing. This is
Your
great.
day.
Anyway. So, see, here come Rev. Here come Rev, man. Rev, you better stop with your BS, bro. You let him miss the playoffs or get in as the wild card and lose because of stupid coaching. Then we'll see what's up. Rev is a fool. What's up, Lily? Come on over here, Lily. Anyway, but let's talk about this, right? Because I've been seeing people talk about this, and this is my pick and choosing bullshit that I can't stand. We always talk about all you got to do is get in the dance, right? Get in the dance, and getting the dance is about. You know what I'm saying? Can you close that? No, leave that for Rev. I need Rev to stay out. I want Rev. I'm not gonna cook Rev because Rev's my guy, and Rev's not gonna let me cook him because he's like, oh, don't you maybe come on here, boy. But you're right. If he gets to the playoffs and then he bungles it and does something terrible, then we'll see. Nah, bro. It's a culmination of what's happened all year. Everything's been freaking difficult for us. We have to work twice as hard for things to just, be normal and stuff, right? So, Mr. Lewis, thank you very much for that, by the way. You know what I'm saying? He appreciates a good lineup. Like my wife did. When I came home, she was all over me. I was like, yo, I said, move, get off me. Get off my goods. Anyway, I appreciate that, Mr. Lewis. Anyway, fine. We're married. So Walter says, but Rev's telling the truth. Okay, but let me jump on that real quick. The point of it is to get out of regular season. We always talk about whatever happens in the regular season doesn't matter. Correct? Right? Because now it's a new season. Everything's different. Everything's refocused. Everything is a little more attention to detail. There's a whole bunch of things that's got to pop off. So McDermott right now has to fight to get into this playoffs. He's got 5 games to make it work. Now, we're going to need a lot of help from everybody around the place, but we need all the help we can get, but we've got to help ourselves by winning out. If we get the Chiefs game, and if we get, what is he saying? If we get the Chiefs game, we win the Chiefs game. What up, Rico? Is that the same barber? Nope. Different barber.
Oh, it's the same as the last time.
Well, they know that I was moving on from my last barber.
Right. So this is the same guy twice now.
Yeah, so I found a new barber and he's legit. 26-year-old, super smooth. You know what I'm saying? I came in 9 o'clock. I was out of there, in and out. We'll talk about that afterwards. We got time for that. Yeah, you do my comments. All right. So we get the Chiefs game. Guess what happens? Bills Mafia's all in. Okay, here we go. Right? Then we got Dallas. Dallas is at home. We take down the Dallas Cowboys and the Dak Prescott-led Dallas Cowboys. Now we're on a 2-game win streak. Something tells me Josh Allen is cooking. And when Josh Allen's cooking, the defense is going to start playing better. So now we're up in 2 games. Then we got to hit the Chargers. Now we're going to go across to the West Coast. The Chargers right now are up and down. Staley, let me tell you something. Everybody's trying to compare Staley to Sean McDermott, right? Here's the difference between those 2 bums. Excuse me. Let me recant that. That's the difference between our coach, McDermott, and that bum Staley. That bum Staley is a defensive-minded coach. His defense the last 3 years have been ranked in the 20s, middle 20s. Sean McDermott, on the other hand, top 5 defense. At least he's doing his part. Don't ever try to compare Staley and freaking and McDermott. You can't, because one guy is actually doing his job and actually got his team into the playoffs. And they both have franchise quarterbacks. Ours is obviously the better one, clearly. You know what I'm saying? Ours is elite. He's a dog. He's an absolute dog. But let me just keep cooking here. So Sean McDermott gets Chiefs takes the Dallas Cowboys, goes to the Chargers, and whoops on the Chargers. And Josh Allen, at this point, he's got his confidence back. Joe Brady's got him cooking. Then we got the Patriots. We're gonna spec the Patriots, which we should have did the first time. And then we have the showdown with the Dolphins. Fam, if McDermott can muster and get these guys focused on those 5 games, keep it up for a second. And those 5 games, you can't tell me that he can't get the credit for that to get his guys back in the mix of things. So he gets into the playoffs, and let's just say we lose in the playoffs first round. Yo, for us to even get in it at 6-6 is a task on its own. But if he gets us in there, that goes to show you that, listen, it's just a few breaks that killed us. A few breaks. And let's keep it a buck. Who failed us in the Jaguars-Bills game? Was it the defense or was it the offense? And that's a legit question. I'm curious because I've seen mixed results from that question. Because if you think back about it, our offense wasn't doing it. Our defense was getting the ball back and making them turn the ball over, and our offense wasn't capitalizing. They weren't capitalizing, right? That's that Jaguars game. The Patriots game. Obviously, we effed up on that one. I'll say the defense just let Mac Jones look like a fucking solid G. I don't know what was going on. That pissed me off altogether. But at the end of the day, if McDermott can muster 5 straight wins, bro, we got momentum on our side. Let's not forget, was it the Tampa Bay Bucks? The Tampa Bay Bucks, obviously differently because I think they led their division. I can't recall if they did or not. That NFC South was kind of weak that year. But at one point, Tom Brady and the Bucks were like 6-5 or 6-6, and they were on the brink of not making the playoffs. Guess what ended up happening? They won the damn thing. Right? Let's go back to 2007. The Giants. They were like 8-8. Right? Late in the season, they beat the Patriots. Guess what? That 17-1 or undefeated Patriots team, they took him and won in the Super Bowl. Come on now. Give McDermott his love, bro. Now, if we go 0-5 going through, I still think there needs to be a conversation because and find out like the exit interview, what the hell happened this year? What happened? That's what has to happen. But I'm confident in McDermott. I'm mad confident in McDermott. It's just a matter of tweaking some things. Joe Brady's coming in on his own. You know what I mean? If Joe Brady continues to do this, that's a dynamic duo right there. You know the defense is always going to be popping, especially when we're healthy. I'm just saying. Nah, a lot of you might say, yo, he's bullshitting. I'm dead serious. I really do F with McDermott. And I'm not one of the people that is on there saying, oh, man, F McDermott, he's trash, he's this and that. That's not me, man. That's my guy. I like him. I like McDermott. Now, until he, like, I'm going to say this. I've said this before. I'm going to say this again. Until he loses the locker room and they don't respect him, it's a whole different ball. It's a whole different ball game. It's no different. If my kids in this household started losing respect for their dad because I was some bum-ass dude, all I want to do is play video games, not help out, don't cook, don't do nothing, I would lose respect for my kids in this house, right? And when that happens, she's going to have to make a decision. She would have to make a decision, right? But if the respect is still in the house and they still do what they're supposed to do, all that good stuff, man, you got McDermott just bought himself some grace. He bought himself some grace. You know what I mean? I just got to keep it that way. Let me go back to what's Laura saying? Laura says, plus we had 12 men on the field in that loss, so win out? Probably not. I know, Laura. I mean, that was egregious. 12 men on the field, especially on the missed field goal. Come on, man. Missed field goal? James Mountain says, if the Bills miss the playoffs, we'll have a new coach in 2024. I don't care what the organization say. It's smoke. James, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think they like McDermott. Pagula likes McDermott. Brandon Beane and McDermott, that's a good tandem. They work well with one another. I mean, it's just the way this year's gone has just been crummy. I'd be shocked. Let's put it this way. I'd be shocked if they let McDermott go. I'd be so shocked. What you got? Click on that one, yeah. He says, I'm not thrilled with Pagula's announcement. Everybody needs to be held accountable to keep them moving forward. In any business situation, this is a business. It is a business. And here's the question. Because it's a business, is McDermott bad for business or is he good for business? Has he been good for your business the last few years? One can say yes. Many could say yes, because he's led you to 3 division champs. He's led you to an AFC championship game. He's led you to a division game. He's had you in the playoffs, 5 out of the 6 years? Like, so business has been good. Business was terrible before McDermott got here, right? And Brandon Bean. It's been good. So if we're going to use that, you know what I'm saying, holding people accountable and keeping the business moving forward and keeping things moving forward, if in any business situation, this is business, well, business is good. There's nothing wrong with it. We just got to do a couple tweaks, tweak a couple things. But firing McDermott is not a tweak. That's a big move. And I can't see that happening. And I'd be shocked if it did. I really would be shocked if it did. And if it does happen, obviously something is up. And it needed to be happened. Can't even speak English. It needed to happen. That's just what I see. That's how I see it. What's up, Rev? Rev says, it's not about getting into the playoffs. It's about not getting out coached once he gets in. And that's a good point. You don't want to get out coached. But you're in. See, I'm a big proponent of players play. I don't know, man. I'm just about that. I'm not. Did you just reference Taylor Swift? Why? You're not a Swiftie, first of all.
I am. Well, I like her.
Aren't you? I thought you were part of the Bayhive.
Beehive, you mean?
The Bayhive, first of all.
Oh, is it a Bayhive? I thought it was Beehive.
It's not Beehive. It's Bayhive.
Thank you. It's not Beyonce.
It's not the Beehive. It's the Bayhive. But anyway, it's not. But it's about getting out coached. So here's the thing. How, like, every damn mistake that happens, blame it on the coach. Blame it on the coach. Yo, what if the player's not in their position? What if they had a lapse in judgment? You gonna blame it on the coach every time? It's gotta be on the players, man. Like, I can't stress it enough, man. If I tell you to do something, this is the play. If you see this, you gotta make your rotations. And they do the wrong rotation, man. That's on the player, man. Now, there are some moments, like if it's game management, I'll give you that. There's Coach McDermott has had some game management situations. I know some people are still crushing him for using the timeout and having one single timeout left with 20 seconds left on the clock and you not going for it. Granted, because like once I thought about it, I was like, you know what do you have to lose? You got one of the best quarterbacks in the game. Go for it. You never know what can happen. You did it in the Detroit game and you won that game. So like, what are we talking about here? So I get that part. It's not about getting out coach. You don't want to get out coach, that's for sure. But I think McDermott has learned enough from the past that I'm sure he'll fix it. But I mean, shoot, we got to get into the playoffs first before we talk about playoffs. We got playoffs. We got to get into the playoffs first, man. Real talk. My man Freddie J, what's up, Freddie? Freddie goes, Rico, you have the blinders on, man, and clearly don't subscribe to the athletics analysis of McDermott and his shortcomings. All that cooking you speak of is killed with McDermott in the end. Not quite. I mean, so what, we just gonna dismiss what the fuck McDermott did? Nah, man. Like, you guys can't do that. This is what I'm talking about. You guys can't dismiss all the good he's done, and then want to call him a bum because a blunder happens. I mean, you gotta look at the totality of the picture. You gotta look at the whole picture. However, I'm not gonna dismiss what you're saying because there is some analysis out there. I've seen some stuff that's out there that is quite damning. It is. So I get it. So like, I mean, he's got there's some things that McDermott's got to do a gut check and figure some shit out because right now he's getting cooked. He's getting absolutely cooked from some people, especially after the game. Why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? And in my opinion, I've said this before, with all some of the blunders that have happened in the past, I think sometimes he second guesses himself, right? For instance, 13 seconds, right? So he was playing very passive. And obviously they let Buddy come in there. Travis Kelce, you know what I mean, call out the big soft, you know what I mean, interior, and boom, he got in there. So McDermott's like, okay, I'm thinking of the 13-second game. I'm going to blitz the fuck out of these guys. Yo, zero blitz, go. Zero blitz, go. So now people are like, well, but why'd you have to zero blitz? You could have played a little, like, you feel me? Like, this shit kills me. So, like, you can see that he's changed his philosophy. He's changed. What are you laughing at? Well, fuck, man. Like, you can see that he's changed his philosophy from, like, playing passive from that 13 seconds game. So now that we're late in the game, I'm going to blitz the hell out of these guys. And then, you know what I'm saying, a better play happens. I mean, shit happens, man. But I don't want to seem like I'm a McDermott apologist. I'm just saying I'm happy they gave him the vote of confidence to say, yo, there's zero chance that he's getting fired. I like that. Now, I'm gonna say this again. If we go 0-5, we lose all 5 freaking games going into the season, going in trying to head to the playoffs, then we got a problem. Then we really got to talk about it. We got to talk about something because we can't just let you slide into 2024 like ain't nothing happened. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you no different. I can't do that. What's up, Walter? Walter comes in and says, McDermott has 13 seconds, Hail Mary, 12 men, and Eagles collapse on his resume. While the worst Staley has is losing after 28-point lead that has been squandered. But let's talk about the times he's made the playoffs. How many times has Staley made the playoffs? He's been there 3 years. 1 out of 3, I think. All right. And the team has, you're in a division with the Chiefs. I get it. But you should be able to make a wild card. You have a franchise quarterback. You got Keenan Allen. You got Mike Williams. You got, at the time, you had you have Mac. You have a whole whack of good players on your squad. There's no reason that the Chargers can't be where they're at. And they've underproduced. You know what I'm saying? So at least you can say this is what McDermott has done. Staley, not a whole lot. This is where I hate this laptop because it starts to freeze up and then now it's going to screw me. Don't do too much. Ghetto ass. See, this is going to happen. It's just about to happen again. I fucking hate this laptop, man. This shit is now just kill my vibe. Look, my vibe is done. Now I got to go for my phone. Fuck, man. What a pain in the ass this laptop. Oh, gosh, man. You see what I'm talking about?
I told you to go buy one. I don't know what you're looking for. You're looking for a...
Shit drives me insane. Yes. It drives me insane. Now I just kill my vibe and now I'm done. I can't. It's doing that. So now I got to go for my phone and now I can't do this shit. I'm out. I'm not doing this shit with y'all, man. And I didn't even get into the nitty-gritty of my show. This drives me insane. I get so pissed. I'm mad right now, man.
So why did you start from your phone? Start from the beginning.
I can't just start from the beginning.
Anyway.
You see what I'm talking about?
So why don't you get the Chrome laptop?
Why you ask me all this stuff that I can't do? Look.
Right now. No, I just said, can you get the Chrome laptop? Does that work?
You can get the Chrome laptop. No, because it's not signed into that laptop. So if you guys can hear me, ghetto is my thing. Is that terrible? It's the worst thing. That's what I love about this. All right. No, this is ghetto ass. This is what this is. Ghetto. This is what it is. So there goes my laptop again.
Put it up there, baby.
No, I gotta wait till it comes back. So here we are. If you guys can hear me, I didn't even know where I was at. Well, we're gonna try to make this work nonetheless. Look at Leola's. Leola's looking at me like, what a crazy ass cat.
Listen, I told you to go get another laptop.
It's a wrap. Good night. Anyway, here we are. I'm gonna try to make this work as best I can. Rev is making fun of me, but it is what it is, Rev.
we are where we are. So let me put it this way, because I'm not doing this very long because this is annoying to me. So I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. I tried to kind of get my stuff in there.
Yo, you're hot.
I'm not hot. Bro, I had the AirPods in and that sound which came. I know I had to like get rid of it the other way, so I got to start this damn laptop all over again. But anyway, so here we are. McDermott, I F with them. I can't compare the two. Staley and McDermott, I can't. They've got their issues, their blunders, but I'll take McDermott over Staley any day. And I like my roster over the Chargers. We just got to win out. Once we win out, we straight. We'll see how this all plays out at the end of the day. Now, somebody to get a new laptop, new phone, and another mic. No, she can hear it just fine.
Oh, I don't need a mic. Oh, for me? Oh, no.
They want another mic for you.
No. No way.
No way. Anyway, but this is what I wanted. I wanted to get Wifey's conversation. I wanted to get Wifey's thoughts on this. On this comment here. What's my man saying? Yo, Rico, I love you, but we have a tweaking. He said, Rico, I love you, but we have a tweaking like a stripper for years. Not saying fire him this year, but my point is you don't publicly tell someone their job is secure if they're consistently late on their deliveries. And Freddie, I make my own payroll. Hey, don't kill Freddie like that, man. Don't kill Freddie like that. But that's a good point. Let me jump on that. Don't publicly come out and say he's safe if you might otherwise fire him at the end if he doesn't come through. So if he loses 5 straight, now because you've become public, you have to endorse him to bring him back next year. And now you're going to answer questions all off season. How could you bring back McDermott that lost 5 straight? Let's just say, forget about losing 5 straight. He loses to the Chiefs. We're done. You know what I mean? We're absolutely done. We're not making no damn playoffs. We lose to the Chiefs. So if he loses next week,
I'm so sorry, but I don't think we're making the playoffs.
You don't think so?
No.
Wifey says we're not making the playoffs whatsoever.
I wish.
So she's not in.
Momentum is gone. Stop.
So she's not with it. But
I want to be.
I understand what Jeff King is saying. Say nothing. Let it play out until we see all that is to materialize right at the end of the season. And then we can evaluate in the offseason. But now you've gone ahead and got ahead of it. Now, I like it only because if you see that this year has been a fucked up year and this is an anomaly, we're going to get back to it next year. I mean, the defensive injuries have killed us, but I mean, we still maintain a top 10, top 15 defense. So with the big time players that we've lost, we're still relevant defensively. However, results are results. We're 6-6. So something has to give. So at the end of the day, what ends up, to me, I get what Jeff King is saying. Say nothing. Let him do what he's supposed to do, and we'll go from there. And I'm with that. Like, who was it that did a signing? Like Daniel Jones. For me, the Giants had no business giving Daniel Jones a $40 million contract, and now you're tied to him for the next 3 years. He's a bum. He's a bum of a quarterback. But you tied yourself. All you could have, or you could have just kind of chilled out and just waited it out. And now you're tied to him. So now I don't know what they're going to do, the Giants are going to do. If they finish with the worst record in this league, you're going to pass on Drake May. You're going to pass on, Caleb. You can't. You got to take him. But now you got a $40 million quarterback plus. Now you got yourself a rookie quarterback on top of that should be starting. Now you're in a conundrum. Now you're in a problem. You got a problem. So I get that part. I totally get that part, and I'm with it. Had they stayed silent, I would have been good with that too. But the fact that they came out and were public about it, then listen, I can't be mad at it, because now what it does, it gives a vote of confidence to Coach McDermott. He doesn't have to sit here wondering about his job. Plus, they just gave him a damn a contract extension, him and Brandon Beane. So this was just, I guess, reiterating that I gave you guys a contract extension for a reason. I'm keeping y'all. Don't worry about all the noise that you're hearing. Figure this thing out. And Brandon Beane and those boys got to figure it out. So, and get after it. So we'll see how that plays out. But valid points nonetheless. I like what you guys are bringing up. I really do. So I'm gonna let my computer reboot and try to get this thing popping again. But in the meantime,
just buy a new one.
In the meantime, I actually want to get Wifey's thoughts on the Von Miller and his wifey situation. So, do you know the situation altogether?
I do. Well, I mean, I know this much, so I think anybody knows it.
Okay. So, first of all, when it comes to domestic violence and all that stuff,
Yeah.
the phone call, real, not real.
Oh no, I think it was real. I think it was real. But I also this is okay. I'm very conflicted.
Good for the Giants, by the way. Good for them. Because Daniel Jones is a bum. Go ahead, babe.
I'm conflicted because obviously, like, let's be real. Like domestic violence with anything is not okay. Not okay. I'm not a pick me girl that's like, oh no, it's not okay. Like at all. However, as a woman, speaking from a woman's standpoint, I can see where certain things that you're going to do are going to push people. Whether you're a man or a woman, everybody has a limit. If you've been with somebody for so long, you need to know their limits. Like, I'm more of a firecracker than you. I know my limits now, but before I was with you, my limits would be like not well established. So like,
Okay.
I can understand how something can pop off really quick all of a sudden, and you're like, "What just happened? Like, holy shit! How did we get here? Like, whatever." But I mean, when you're grown and you've been with somebody for that long, if you know that like they have a temper like that, you need to know not to push their buttons. You need to know when to like cool it down. You need to know when to like walk away.
What about the money?
Situations happen where sometimes you can't get there. You can't whatever. And I don't think that's an excuse for any domestic violence at all. However, it happens. It shouldn't happen. But you need to also not put yourself. It's different if it was like, you walk in and somebody's just crazy and they put hands on you. Then that's totally different. That's not okay. I don't think it's ever okay to put your hands on each other, period. Don't get that wrong. But at the same time, don't like push people past their limit, and then when it happens be like, oh, I don't know how this happened. Yes, you do. Like, you kind of have to hold yourself accountable in that type of situation. I don't know what type of situation this was. I don't know if maybe like somebody came in, had a bad temper, and like took something out on the first thing they saw. There's no avoidance with that. But there is avoidance when it comes to, like I said, pushing somebody past their limit, and then people snap because people are human. That's going to happen. I'm that type of person. I know it. But before I was with you, I would push until somebody passed their limit and shit would get crazy. But you learn to not do that.
So ACAF.
But
yeah.
I feel like there's also some girls, which is absolutely horrible, but it's true. Not necessarily like a Stockholm syndrome, but like some people like toxicity.
Yeah.
Toxicity. So it's like they feed for drama, they feed for toxic relationships, and that's why a lot of people can't leave. Other people can't leave because they're actually terrified, and then they do leave and then they die, which is absolutely terrible. So I'm not saying like, you know what I mean? Like, that's whatever. I don't know what this situation is. I know that it happened before, way back when. Escape.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because maybe she can escape, and God forbid, let's just say that like they broke up and like a month down the road he kills her. That's terrible. Like, especially if you saw signs like this. However, there's also the other side where there's somebody, whether you're a man or a woman, because domestic violence is on both sides. I know that I've seen guys get the shit kicked out of them by a woman. And I've also seen guys kick the shit out of
but Vaughn's 6'4", 240.
Who cares?
He's a big boy. Like,
who cares? I've seen little people throw fucking some haymakers, and it doesn't mean, it does matter, but I don't care. That's irrelevant. You have to be responsible for your temper. You have to also be responsible for your own safety. You also have to be responsible for the things that you're going to say after it happens. So it's all the like retraction that's weird now.
Yeah, but
it wasn't a big deal.
You know that happens. That's what happens. Where they realize, holy crap, I'm gonna F the bag up. Because what ends up happening is people start losing money, endorsements. Companies are like, yo, I don't want that part of my situation.
Right. Or he could have been like, if you don't say this shit, I'm gonna kill you.
That's what I'm saying. You don't actually know. Nobody actually knows. Because you do see some
Okay, so
people
let me
that
ask you
say
this.
that,
So-
and then the women do leave, and the man actually does go crazy, and they end up blowing up their
Okay, so the owner of the
Whatever.
Bills are the Pagulas. Okay,
Yeah.
and obviously it's co-owned, husband and wife.
yeah.
So now you're Miss Pagula.
Mhm.
Are you dropping this guy? Because of all
I don't know what happened in the situation. I'd have to.
Yeah, but it's making your team look bad. It's making your company look bad. Now they're talking about your squad. You drop him, cut him.
I wouldn't.
Why not? He's making us
Because-
look terrible.
Or she. Well, both, I guess.
Yeah, but she doesn't work for my team. You do.
Yes, it's not a good look.
So are you cutting him
I don't think I would.
now? And before you make that decision,
If she didn't make that statement that she made and retract her situation, then I would. I don't know. It's really a tough call.
so
I
here-
really don't
so
know.
does this make a difference? If you cut him, because he just signed a 6-year, $120 million deal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. If you cut him,
You can't help but wonder, okay, she obviously retracted to secure the bag. Let's be honest. That's obviously
She's
what it looks like.
she's getting the bag no matter what. She's got 2 of his kids.
She's not getting that much.
She's got 2 of his kids.
Not if they pull it up. Well, yeah, that's great, but not she could get way more if she shut her damn oath.
Well, it's not gonna happen.
Well, she already did it.
Well,
It wasn't a big deal. It was like blown out of proportion. Well, that 911 call and the bruises didn't look like it.
Is-
So in the moment, or do you just know that you're gonna go back anyways? So you might as well secure your bag. Like, what is your situation? Like, like you know that who he is, that you making a phone call is going to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that.
He turned himself in.
Well, of course. What the hell is he gonna do? Run? Where's he going? Of course he turned himself in.
A lot of
What else
times.
he
So
gonna do?
here's the thing too. So a lot of times, Bills Mafia right now is like, because he hasn't been playing well, and they already feel that he's been overpaid.
But how old are the
He's
Bills
30
owners?
He's 30.
The Bills owners.
In their 60s. What is it? Pagula's in his 70s?
So are they even like?
No, she's young. I think she's younger than he is.
Oh, right
in-
here.
What's that? I'm sure. I'm not sure she's sound of mind enough to make that decision. Oh, she's talking about Pagula. Oh wait,
Right. Is that who you're talking about? Like,
Who are you
how
talking
old-
about, MOS?
Or are you talking about like the victim?
probably the. Who knows? I'm not sure. He'll have to like. He'll have to.
Kim Petula?
Yeah, for sure. But
I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like
no, I need you're the female
I
side.
feel, but I'm the type of person, like, if you're in that situation and something really, really bad happens and you are terrified enough for your life that you have to call the police, leave. Why would you stay?
Well, she went to the other room to walk away from him, but he followed her. You know how it is. It's just what
I
it
mean,
is.
leave.
Leave the house.
Pack your shit and dip and do not return.
Well, this is the second time this has happened.
Correct. So what are you waiting for?
So
time's
3
the
times?
charm?
3 times
Like,
I'm outta
that's what I'm
here?
saying. Like, what are you waiting for? Why would you stay then? And why do you keep going back? So I'm not saying like I want to hold like her accountable.
Yep.
But at the same time, did you take steps to like leave, do a restraining order? Did you like what is
Well, we're about to. I'm sure it's gonna all come to light. And here's the worst part. The worst part is they're in a bye week, so there's
I
nothing
know.
going on. They're all back home
I
doing
know.
whatever they need to do, and now you got to deal with this. So here we are. We got Von Miller in his bullshit, and the team's got to deal with it. But anyway,
I don't know. I don't think it's like from the phone call and the looks of it and everything. I think she should pack her shit and dip. I don't think that it didn't happen.
Sure.
I think that it definitely did happen.
uh-huh.
And if she was smart, she would take her shit, run your money, and leave.
All right.
Count your losses and put him wherever he happens to fall, if that's what he did. However,
So you're not cutting him.
I probably wouldn't want to.
You are. You're not cutting.
If
him.
she didn't retract her steps, I definitely would.
Really?
But because she retracted her steps, it's like, okay, you're gonna stay anyways. So I can do all this shit and whatever, but like, what's the difference? Because if you're not gonna stand on business and like be like, you did do this shit, you are whatever, like hold him accountable.
Yep.
What's the point?
So Walter comes in and says cutting Miller before we have all the facts would be very brand for a
Right.
front office that has a coach that also doesn't learn from his mistakes. Ooh, here comes Walter. We would have clearly learned nothing from Ariza. And this is what scares me, because if they're gonna try to pull we got to treat everybody the same. Now we can't, because obviously Ariza was A punter, B a rookie. didn't even step foot on the field. So it was easy for them to make that decision. But if we're gonna keep it on brand, like Walter's saying, then I totally get it. Don't click too many times because we don't want this thing shutting down.
I know. I'm just going up. I don't want you to miss your chats.
So
You're there.
So let me scroll on down. I got Jeff Kim coming in. What's up, Jeff? No, that's Walter.
Yeah.
I got Walter already. He's showing that there. Jenna, my point is, this is a legend of the game who has inspired, who has inspirations of being a GM someday. Ooh, that's a great point.
Ooh, not a good look.
Okay. And these are the life decisions he's making. Choose to stay with someone who affects the bottom line dollars and marketability.
Right. It's a two-way street. Why are you all together?
You know what? The aspirations of becoming a GM is not a good look. You're freaking right about that, Jeff. Because I totally forgot that he's got the aspirations of becoming a GM. And him spending all the time with Brandon Beane and all that stuff. That's gonna be awkward. That's an awkward conversation. Let's talk about player development and stuff like that. About you and that lady of yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man, that's an ugly look. So conversations gotta be had. They got to, man. Be like, yo, fam, like, what are we doing here?
Maybe there was already conversations, and that's why she retracted.
So right now they're gathering all their information. You know, the generic Bills talk, right? We're gathering all the information, and until then, no comment. So what information they're going to gather? They're pretty much going to ask him what the hell happened.
Her step. She already did.
So let's talk about what do you think happened. So
I think it happened.
What do you think happened?
I think she.
No. In terms of like what started. What do you think? What do you think? You think she? I think she was supposed to go on a trip.
Yeah, and he wouldn't let her take her shit, wasn't it, or something like that? And then she went to a different room, and he followed her in there, and then they got into it. No. This is what
a little
sucks.
bit.
When you're a celebrity, like your whole life is under a microscope. Like she knows what's happening.
Vaughn has aspirations to to being a GM, so it's massive. It is.
Right.
I didn't think of that, and Jeff King bringing that up, that is a great point. So basically, what I gathered from this, what happened was, she was trying to go for a trip. He was like, "Fam, I just got a bye week. Let's just chill. Let's have a good time." I have no idea. I'm just speculating. This is what it is because I'm gathering what it is.
She wanted to travel, and he didn't want to go.
Yeah. Or he
didn't want her to go.
Yes. So then she was like, "Yo, I'm going to the room." He followed her, and he was yelling. They were yelling, and I guess she went to make a phone call. This is what I don't like, when you grab the phone, because I know you always hear about that. You're like, you can't. I think that's a felony on its own.
Yeah.
When you grab somebody's phone and you're obstructing them from making a phone call or whatever the case is. So that already is a nasty thing, whether it happened or not. That's nasty. So that being said, then he took her laptop, stomped on the laptop, whether that's true or not. But all those things are documented. So, like, what do you say to Brandon Beane and Kim Pagula? Forget about Brandon Beane. What do you say to Kim Pagula and Terry Pagula? They're saying, yo, what are you doing? So that's a whole other situation that they got to discuss.
They're both not smart in this situation, period.
It just sucks, man. So now you got to think about it. You got a woman that's got two of your kids.
Were the kids there?
That's
Does
another thing.
Know that? Like, did that happen in front of them?
No, nobody knows. It was in the. I don't know. Nobody knows. Those details didn't come out. So could it get nastier? Who knows? But it's just a shitty situation.
In front of kids, like you're both pieces of shit.
Yep. So as a GM,
you should not let
you're holding on to the player. Hold on to him. Let me give you a small tidbit. If you cut him, you owe him. The team takes a dead hit. A dead hit meaning you're 40 million is on your books.
I know.
40 mil. Then the next year is 32 mil. Then the next year after that is 15 mil.
Yeah,
I'm not a mathematician, but that's just shy of $100,000 right there. So, just saying, we might have to think twice about that one.
That's what I'm saying. Like your kids are gonna see this forever. It's documented forever.
Yeah, it's not good.
When you know that that's your type of status, and then you have kids, and then like this is gonna be what's happening and whatever. Like, control yourself better. Shame on you both. Sorry.
Grabbing the phone gets you a death penalty in Nova Scotia. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that, Mike.
I don't even care.
But here we are. But yeah, man, situation is not great.
Clearly she's gonna hold him down, and clearly she cares about money. That's just what it is. Whatever the Bills want to do with that I don't know. But to me, it's like, if that happens, you leave. You don't stay. You don't retract anything. You don't do any of that shit. If you have bruises and you had to call somebody like the cops because you're fearful of your life, you leave.
It's called soft restraint when you snatch that phone. I hear too many stories about someone taking a phone and taking someone's phone.
Like, you're grown.
It's not a good thing. Yo, you just can't.
I just feel like you need to learn. You need to learn. You need to grow. Get out.
Yeah.
Period. If somebody's not good for you, which clearly they are not good for each other, especially if there's children involved and you can't control your temper to the point where that happens, then leave.
Laura says, I don't think we can just boil it down to guilty, innocent.
Right.
Stay or leave. None of us are in their shoes.
That's
It's
what
true.
I'm saying. There's so many other factors, but when there's kids involved and you're putting hands on one another, or you have to get the cops involved, and this is happening clearly more than once.
I dare you to leave. I dare you to leave.
I dare you. I dare you to go somewhere.
I dare you
Hey,
to
man,
leave.
I would be way crazier than you would. What are you talking about?
You know what I do want you to talk about? Your picks for this weekend. Mike Hartle he's been waiting for you to make your picks. Are you ready for your picks? How did you do on your picks last week?
Terrible. Actually, I didn't do too bad.
Let's go back. Let's go back and look at your
fucking Josh Allen. Get some goddamn overtime balls. I don't know what is happening.
It's not his fault.
Every time I know it wasn't his fault, but it's like a jinx. Every time you guys get into overtime, it's like, what's mine?
All right. So was it the week that you picked? No, that was.
What are you guys' signs? What does it mean?
What are your guys' signs?
Oh, like he's a Scorpion. Oh, so is my son. So that's terrifying. Actually, no, that's a good thing.
What are you again? You're a Libra?
I'm a Libra.
What do they say about Libras? You guys are crazy?
That's amazing. My best friend is here, and she's also a Libra.
Are considered
amazing.
They can't make up their damn mind on nothing.
Oh, that's true. We are.
There she is.
We are indecisive.
There's my girl. Come on in.
Libra in the house.
let me bring the.
She's so short.
Literally on my toes.
4'8" on a good day. Oh, you're so cute.
So what were your picks?
Love
It was on another piece of paper.
Is it here?
No, that wasn't it. Did I send it to you by picture?
No, I wrote them down somewhere.
Anyway, so we got to pick your new games for this week.
We did.
I thought I sent a picture to you. Did I not?
I don't know. Maybe you did.
All right.
Right here.
Oh,
Let me So go look up. I think I sent it to you through. I don't know what I sent.
Thank you, ma'am.
Was it through Messenger?
I don't know.
All right, let's pick your games, my lady.
I love that shirty for you.
So, are you ready? Actually, do you want to go through your recaps from last week?
I do. Yeah, you do that because I feel like they were sort of good.
Augustine says, "Yo, you guys are just like me and my wife. Same signs."
Really?
What does that mean, though? What does that mean? Like a
Means that
Scorpion?
you're
and a Libra?
lucky.
Who's
You're
lucky?
so lucky to have me.
Who's lucky?
I didn't stutter. I said you're so lucky to have me and her. Also, 2 Libras. Package deal. And you handle us quite well, might I add. So that's why you're a Scorpio.
Do you have your picks?
Well, no, I don't know where you sent
Pitt,
them
make
to.
your listen. Pull up the picks that we did the last time.
Oh, those ones. I thought you meant my new one.
Yeah, the old ones. So I need to know how you did.
Yeah, me too. I need to know.
You have them up?
Yeah, hold on a second.
Pull them up. Leolo, you having a good time?
Lola has a good time anyway.
Jenna, pull your damn picks up.
I am. Don't you rush me. Okay. You know what? I don't think.
So
I have
as she's looking up her. Okay, you got it. I
I
sent
took
it to you.
screenshots of the ones that I chose that I won.
Yes, but I need you to pick up the whole list. Man, you are difficult to work with. I can't work with you.
Well, then don't. Learn to walk away.
All right. So let's just go to the new week.
I blame it on the podcast. Okay,
Let's go to the new week, and you guys can make your picks. She can make her picks, and we're gonna find out how trash her picks will be, or if there will be great picks.
I
who-
didn't do that.
Who knows? So here we go. You ready? All right. So this week, week 13, the Dallas Cowboys versus the Seattle Seahawks. Cowboys? Okay, so they played yesterday and the Cowboys won. So you're already 1 for 1. Did you even know they played yesterday?
I'm just that good.
So you, ma'am, are 1-0. You're 1-0. So let's move on to the next order in line, madam. Are you ready? Chargers, Patriots.
I hate the Patriots. You already know that. How dare you?
All right, so we're going with the good old Patriots. You're going with the Chargers. Okay, here we go. Detroit Lions at the Saints. You picking the Saints?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I'm not gonna sway you in any way. I'm just gonna make you make your picks.
can't.
Do you have a reason you're picking the Saints?
No.
Okay, here we go. And it could be whatever reason. Maybe because like you just love You're saying like, oh, if I was wanted to go there, or like you do whatever reason. Go to St. Louis. I'm not saying I say St. Louis, New Orleans. All right, here we go.
I do love New Orleans, actually.
Atlanta Falcons at New York Jets. The Jets. Okay. Is there a reason for the Jets?
Yes,
Over-
I don't like the Falcons. Joe, that's Joe's team. I will refuse to do this.
Okay.
Joe, you're gonna lose. I'm so sorry. We lost.
Arizona
You have to
Cardinals at Pittsburgh Steelers.
lose. Steelers.
You didn't even hesitate.
Yeah, go.
Okay. The Indianapolis Colts at Tennessee.
Titans. Who's injured? Anybody?
I mean, the Titans have who's injured over there? I mean, they're the Titans are the Titans, and the Colts, they don't have their starting quarterback. They got Minshew playing, and Jonathan Taylor's hurt. He's their star running back, but they got
Colts.
Zach Moss.
Oh,
That's been
he
pretty-
used to play. Okay.
He used to play for the Bills. That's
I
right. So, and he's
know.
playing. He's been pretty good as of late. He's like a top 10, top 15 running back right now.
Colts.
So you're going Colts.
Yeah.
Colts over the Titans.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. All right. Miami Dolphins at Washington.
Kevin.
Kevin Gerard.
Yeah, Dolphins.
You going for the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Okay. We got Denver at
Ugh.
Houston.
Broncos, really?
So you got Russell Wilson. You got Russell Wilson
I know. I love
leading the
Russell
way.
Wilson.
They're
I
on.
love
Listen,
him
they're
as
on a
husband,
5-game win streak.
and it has to end at some point.
So you're going with CJ Stroud, that rookie quarterback. I was telling you
I
that's
know.
not his fault.
Yeah.
Who you going with?
Who I said? Stop,
Texans.
Stop doing
All
that.
right. You're going for Houston.
Yes.
Houston
Every
over
time I
Denver.
say something, you're like, oh,
Okay,
like, if you want me
listen.
to change my
Calm down. Calm down before I, you know what I'm saying?
worst thing you can say to a woman, first of all.
Calm down.
Go ahead.
Relax.
Oh. Bless your heart.
Cardinals at Tampa.
Fucking Tampa. Yeah.
Tampa?
Go with Just
Cleveland, and I need you to pick an upset out of this one. Where are you? I'll let you just do your thing. Cleveland at LA Rams.
you already know I'm gonna pick the Rams. We've been through this last
The
week.
Rams. And you know what? I would actually like for the Rams to beat the Cleveland Browns, so that's a good pick. This one's a tough one. San Francisco at Philadelphia Eagles. Those two teams right now are 1 and 2 in the NFL.
It's
pretty
John
much.
that likes the Eagles, right?
Yep. And Sam is a 49ers fan, and so is
Jade.
So is Jade.
Okay, we'll go Jade. 49ers.
49ers.
Yeah.
So here's the backstory.
He needs it. He needs
Backstory
it.
on the Eagles.
The 49ers had a terrible streak.
Well, check this out. So the backstory on the Eagles and Philly, they played last year in the championship. I think it was a wild card game, this championship game, and San Fran didn't have a quarterback. They were down to like their third string quarterback. So they've been bickering back and forth with one another, saying, "Yo, we could whoop your ass. We just didn't have a quarterback." So now that quarterback that they didn't have is playing in this game.
Well, we'll see.
So
then.
we're about to find out.
So if
All
I
right.
say that that Green Bay is going to be mine.
So hold on. So
That's
San Fran over Eagles,
Yeah.
and then I got Kansas City at Green Bay.
What if I say Green Bay ways? And then
Excuse
it's
me?
going to be my upset.
That's your upset? Green Bay over Kansas City?
Wait, is Taylor Swift going to be there?
It's away, so it's in Green Bay. So
Oh.
I don't think it's gonna be the case.
I mean, I think that the Chiefs will actually win, but I do want Green Bay to win. So I feel like I'm
Kim
torn.
thinks upset. Miami loses to Washington. That's her upset.
Oh,
pick. I like that. Kim.
I like that. Yeah.
Kim, I
me
like it.
too.
I like it a lot.
I
Kansas
think the
City?
Chiefs are going to win, but I want to say Green Bay just because it's like that'd be
Okay,
hilarious.
I'll just say
It's
you
not
pick the
going to
Chiefs.
happen.
You
It
pick
is
the
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yeah, dude.
And last matchup is Cincinnati Bengals at Jacksonville.
Okay, well, the Bengals.
Bengals?
Those are my picks. Did everybody write them down? Nobody wrote them down.
I didn't write them down because I don't
They
have my
ain't
pen.
gonna remember.
So we're gonna have to go back to this video.
Yeah. Go
So,
back and yeah.
If you guys are writing this down, go ahead and lock your picks in, folks. Here's a quick question for you. You have to answer it within 10 seconds.
Me? Oh.
Yes.
shoot.
Are you ready
I hate
for it?
these. Okay.
Your favorite
Mm.
character
Oh.
on The Office. Go.
Creed.
Creed?
No, it's not. I get nervous.
What? Why would you pick Creed of all people?
I don't know. He's like my worst one.
Now,
I don't
Creed's
like-
funny.
No, he's random. He's not.
Creed.
I think not Stanley. I think Oscar is underrated. He says some gems and he's hilarious. Like the PDA episode, I was just watching it the other week. Where Holly and Michael are like all over.
You guys, you're laughing your ass off for ridiculousness.
No, I know.
Ron Clark says, "I swear I'll be
Oh
back
my
when we do.
God, that is so
I'll
funny.
catch a live Jeff. I promise. Like it. I like it a lot.
Oscar.
All right. So here's I'm gonna give you my picks right off the bat.
Should we write these down?
No, we ain't gonna write it down. We ain't gotta write it down.
I'm gonna write them down.
We got them right down. So
Okay.
I'm gonna take the Chargers over New England.
Wait. I'm just gonna write them really quick. Okay, New England.
Give me Chargers over New England. Yep. Give me Detroit over.
Wait, no. Say the team that is going to win first.
Because everybody knows what I'm talking about. Just put the team. I'll give you the teams that I'm picking.
That's what
All right, Chargers.
Okay.
Put the Chargers in there. Give me Detroit. Detroit over the Saints. Give me. Oof. See, I like Bijan Robinson. I like what I'm getting from
just say
from Breece Hall over there, but Breece Hall is a little gimpy, so Dalvin Cook might getting the start. That's a toss-up game. Atlanta at the Jets. The Jets have a good damn defense. Atlanta doesn't have a damn quarterback. Give me the Jets. Give me the Jets over the Falcons. Jets over the Falcons.
Oh shit.
Yeah, give me the Jets. Give me Pittsburgh over Arizona. Actually, you know what? Here's my upset pick. Arizona over Pittsburgh. Yep, Arizona over Pittsburgh. Kyler Murray. I forgot Kyler Murray is back and he's cooking over there. James Conner's there. They got some things popping over there. So give me upset special. Cardinals over Pittsburgh. Give me the Colts over the Titans. Give me Kim. I like your Washington over Miami, but I just don't think they have enough firepower. I'm gonna go Dolphins over Washington. I got Houston over Denver. I got Tampa over Carolina. I got LA over Cleveland. They're going. I think they're starting. Who are they starting? Joe Flacco over there. I forgot where Joe Flacco is going. Where the hell is Joe Flacco playing? Is he for the Browns? I think he's starting for the Browns. So Joe Flacco, no. So give me the Rams over the Cleveland.
No.
What happened?
Is that
Heard they got rid of the last Bed Bath and Beyond.
Sorry. Go on.
You're ridiculous. You just cut me making my picks.
Okay, go
for
on.
bed. Richard Forbes, what are you doing? Richard,
LA.
what are you doing, Richard?
Okay, LA over the Browns. Go on.
Yeah. Give me San Francisco over Philly all day. I'm not letting Philly get away with that. They should have lost last week. They're gonna lose this week. Give me Kansas City over Green Bay, and then give me Jacksonville over Cincinnati.
Kansas.
Just put Chiefs. Just put Chiefs.
I did.
Chiefs, and then last but not least, give me Jacksonville.
Ugh.
Give me the Jags. Give me the Jags. Yo, me and Richard were in convo. Space Oddity. You guys are a fool. Bed Bath and Beyond. All right, folks. That's it for us.
Damn.
I do appreciate you guys going through our technical difficulties. Now you see my frustration with this damn laptop.
Give the man a go.
It's killing me. So I gotta go and find myself a damn laptop that is you know what I'm saying? That's doable. That's supposed to be
each other.
No,
you know
no, you're not doing that.
No, yes,
you're not doing
it is.
that. No, I'm not doing that crap.
Is.
I asked this bozo over here, babe, what do you want for Christmas? What was your answer? What was your answer?
A grill.
No, what was your answer? I said, what do you want for Christmas?
I said a grill.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
That's
a
not what you
Blackstone grill.
You did not.
Because that's something that you wanted to have. What are you saying? That's exactly what I said. What else did I say? I get my own things and wrap it up and put it.
Shout out to my man Ing Ravens. What's up, Ing? I see your Ravens doing the big thing, man. I think he's saying good stuff because he sees that I bring my wifey on here. Yo, you should bring wifey on your show. I don't know if you do or not, but if you do, good shit. Good shit. Keep it clean. My bad, bro. Team, keep it clean. I'll tell you, this guy never cusses on his show. Never. Not even an F-bomb.
Neither should you.
I try. I'm trying. The Lord is working with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to turn it over a leaf. I've been way better. I used to cuss every other word. You know what I'm saying? I've been way better. But yo, shout out to my man Ing Ravens, man. What's good? Michelle Holloman said, yo, I missed the live. Listen, it was great when it began. Then my stuff started messing up. And then I was on a hot mess for a bit. But then we're back at it. We're good. So don't this could be. All right, man. Listen, folks, we appreciate you, my man Ing Ravens. I see you, bro. Ravens, they doing it, boy. They doing it. I just hope they don't give you the heartbreak that we're going through right now, because right now Bills fans we can't hack it right now. We sitting with a team that's 6-6, which we should be way better. We're so dangerous, but do not let the Bills creep into the playoffs. And I see where the Ravens are sitting. And if the Ravens are sitting at 1-2 and you let the Bills come in there and we face you, ooh, you ain't gonna like us. You ain't gonna like us, but we got to get in there. We got to get in there first.
You haven't seen me for a while because I was with child, and then I was with breastfeeding forever, and now I am with vodka.
She is with vodka indeed. So yeah, man. So this is we're gonna wrap this show up before my my laptop craps out on me. You guys already know I appreciate you guys. I mean, we're gonna try. It's bye week, so I'm gonna try to bring Wifey on every Friday or every other Friday if we can make it happen. And then she gets to pick the games, and then it gets her an opportunity to you know what I'm saying, get involved with the pod. And
maybe they don't want me to be involved with the pod. Maybe they just want Bill's stuff. I actually like to know. You're not hurting my feelings.
Like to know what?
If I should, I guess it's just gonna be the Drinking with Gina show. Yes.
Solo Wifey next week. Yo, Mike, don't listen to Mike. Mike is the biggest. He's such a bozo.
He'd watch me, right?
Ingrid says, "Yo, I love your stuff as usual, man. Shout out to you and wife. Yo, I appreciate you, bro. You know I appreciate you. It's all love. I'm so ecstatic that you got the page back, the YouTube page. Remember I was telling you my man's that lost his YouTube page?
Yes, I do, and I'm glad that he got it back.
Started speaking to the mic.
I got you. No, I did, but you said he got it fixed though.
I know.
You said he got it fixed.
I'm proud of him. He got it fixed and he's got it back on it. God was good, man. God is good, brothers. I'll tell you.
You were stressing for him.
I was stressing because I was like, yo, he worked too damn hard.
He's like, oh my God, guess what?
That brother worked too damn hard to keep it like legit and keep it like following
I don't think
the
they
rules.
understand how much energy goes into this.
And then they just want to snap your thing off and then not have an explanation. No. You got to give me an explanation. My man did it, man. So shout out to you, brother.
That's horrible. Oh, thank you. Same with you. Her. And I saw that her dad taught her football, and I love that actually.
What was that?
It's like you teaching the girls football. She said
back
on her last comment, she said that she got into football. Her dad taught her football.
Oh, okay.
And I said, oh, that's like our girls. That's why I liked it.
All right. Calm down. Relax.
I'm just saying.
Relax. Kim, I have a vast vocabulary, but an unfortunate tendency to curse. That's my guy, Jeff Kim, man.
Me too, Jeff. That's why you and I were two peas in a pod.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to turn over a new leaf, man. I'm trying to not cuss. And I know a lot of y'all like rated R Ricos. Yo, I'm trying to retire that, man. I used to like every other game because we were losing at the time. I was cussing left, right, center, man. Mm-hmm. F this and F that and mother effing this. Here and there, I'll drop a F bomb, but I'll just try to chill out sometimes.
Yeah, tell his mom.
But yeah, folks. I mean, do you have any last words there, Wifey?
Love your haircut.
Don't start with me. Don't start with me. Don't start with me. So that's it for us, folks. We're gonna bust out of here.
Get a new laptop for
Whitley. Yo, bro, rated R Rico is essential after a bad loss.
Oh, that's different. That's like
it's essential after a bad loss.
You know what I mean? Who here thinks that I should get him a laptop for Christmas?
Just relax for a second.
Yeah.
No, for real though, it definitely is. I try to like refrain. I'm trying to find other ways to bring the passion without the cussing, but sometimes a good F bomb just feels just right. You know what I mean? When you drop it at the right time, you feel me? And then you get out of it, and then you're good again. But some people are like, yo, we need that, but you can't, man. You got to evolve. You're saying you got to evolve, man. And now that I'm kind of messing with Bleacher Report, I can't be just dropping. I got to practice not cussing. You feel me? Bro, rated R Rico is essential. I know, but I just can't, bro. I just can't. You know. So if you guys are not following me on Bleacher Report, yo, download that app, number one, and follow me. It's the same handle that you see all the time, Rico_BF. Just look me up and follow me there. So whenever I go live on there, you will absolutely know what's cooking and what's popping. And that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. We will do this again another time, and hopefully by the time that we get it popping, I'll have another device. You know what I mean? That doesn't conk out on me and take me out of my, you know what I mean? My thunder. My thunder is gone. You feel me? So recapping the show, we talked about Von Miller quite a little bit, and obviously unfortunate situation, and I'm sure it's gonna resolve itself. but it's still a black eye for the Bills. It's
It's
a black eye for the Bills. It's a black eye for the NFL, and it's not a good look, right? But information still has to come out. We only got one side, so we'll see. Is she blatantly lying? Who I doubt it. Is there some truth to the whole situation? I'm sure of it. Is she innocent? Probably not. I'm sure she's got some, some things that perpetuated this whole situation. But I mean, listen, they're both at fault. At the end of the day, that's what matters. Other than that, we talked about Von Miller. We talked about obviously Jordan Phillips and Jason Kelsey trying to accuse him of trying to hurt someone. Fam, you flinched, and when you flinch, you get blowed up. And I say blowed up because I'm trying to talk like Emmitt Smith. If you know, you know. You get blowed up. That's what happens. And so obviously that. Then one thing I do hate though, that I don't like at all. See what she's trying to do? She's trying to spread her legs on my leg right now. What are you trying to do? You see? She's inappropriate. I'm trying to focus and trying to, end the show, and you on your BS right now.
You said you were getting off.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So we'll go from there, man. And listen, pick your spouse wisely. That's all I'm gonna say. Pick your spouse wisely, so that way you guys are.
Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here before this starts messing up on me. I'm not trying to do this with y'all. So we love y'all for real, and we will catch you guys on the flip side. And folks, until next time.
It's your boy.
Oh, until next time.
It's your boy. I'm gone.
And she's gone, and we are gone. So we'll catch you guys on the flip. And listen, back at it again with my man Rev tomorrow, Saturday. So tune in for my man Rev, and then next week we're gonna figure things out, see how we roll, right? So have yourself a great night. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Put your upsets in the comments because I would like to see them.
Put your picks in the comments. She wants to see your upsets. Let's go.
Smash the like.
Smash that like. Rico report. Wifey. Rico. We out of here. Y'all have a good one. And we'll catch you guys later. Have a good night.
And we out.